When you know that you are queer, but your favorite drink is beer, that's gayish. You can bottom without stopping, but you can't stand going shopping, that's gayish. Oh, gayish, you're probably gayish. Well, life's just too short for narrow stereotypes, so it's gayish. We're also gayish. It's Gayish with Mike and Kyle.
Hello, everyone in the podcast universe. This is Gayish. It's okay. Yeah, you can clap. That's allowed.
The podcast that wonders why tap if you're not even going to reply to my message.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Why would you tap me then?
Dallas. No.
Specifically you.
I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz.
And we're here to bridge the gap between sexuality and actuality. And today
we're
hello, Dallas.
Hi, Dallas.
Is it that y'all are too polite to make noise? Is that what's happening? It's very tentative. There's like pregnant silence.
It's dark out there. I don't know if anyone's there.
It is dark, yeah.
Hello.
Hi. You're backlit, which Davey Wavy told us is bad.
Our best friend, Davey Wavy.
Our best friend, Davey Wavy. What the fuck is wrong with my mic, Kyle?
Do you need some setup time? Do you need me to stall? Hey, everybody, it's the Kyle Show. Welcome on the 5s and 2s. Your mic really isn't working.
Well, the mic is fine. It's the mic stand.
Okay.
I might have to just I don't know.
You might have to mic stand.
Hold it. Yeah. Yeah. Who are we? Why are we here? What are we doing? It's a thing.
Who has listened to this show before? I appreciate the hands. This is audio. Appreciate it. Who has never heard this show before? Yes.
Great. Excellent. Hands again.
Again with the hands. And also, I can't see you. I just saw a disembodied hand floating in the air.
Well, good. We love gayish virgins.
Our show gets better.
Yeah.
It's a slow burn. Give us a little bit of time to
The more you drink, the better we are.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so then because there's some people who haven't heard the show before, we are a show about gay stereotypes. We do one topic per week. We've only missed a couple of weeks in the 8 years that we've been doing this ridiculousness. So if you like this, there's hours and hours and hours of
There's
it.
too much of us.
Please take as many selfies and videos as you can. Tag them at Gayish Podcast. It is more work for Derek. Okay, I'm going to commit a HIPAA violation right now because technically Derek is an employee. But a quick Easter Sunday prayer for our producer, Derek. He's literally in the hospital right now with dysentery.
You can't tell people.
And it's for sure from eating ass.
You can't.
There's no way it's not. He's going to love this moment when he hears it later.
Okay. I don't know. Hey, Derek. Hope you're feeling better. Do those fucking promos, though.
Yeah.
I don't care that you're in the hospital. Promote our shit.
We're a very not safe for work show, so if you don't want to hear about sexy things, you're in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Big thank you to S4 and the Rose Room and Tracy and the staff, Damien, our bartender back there. Thank you so much for having us. Y'all have been wonderful. Per tradition for our live shows, we always have the audience do the gayest and straightest portion of the show at the end, where Kyle and I share the gayest thing about us and the straightest thing about us this week, stereotypically speaking, just to show that everybody has a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B. We want to hear yours here live and in person. I've got a mic down over here for that, so be ready to share yours.
Do you have your gayest and straightest?
I think so.
Okay. That's the confidence I was looking for.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
You got yours?
Yeah.
Okay, great. We didn't do our normal pre-show, pre-flight, pre-check thing.
No, we didn't. Should we do that now?
I don't know. Put your mask on before saving someone else.
Yeah.
And
if the bag doesn't inflate, it's okay.
Yeah, exactly. If the cabin depressurizes, enjoy the feeling.
The nearest exit is probably behind you.
We also, for no particular reason whatsoever, take a break towards the end of the show, and we always do a shot for live show traditions. So at some point, I'm going to ask somebody to schlep us a shot, and if you want to do a shot with us, have a shot ready in about an hour when we get to that part.
Yeah.
There are books back there. I already saw that Brandon sold some because we got PayPal notifications. Thank you so much for that. If you already have a book, whether you brought it with you or you bought it, we are happy to sign that at the end of the show today and hang out. and yeah, how's your Dallas experience, Kyle?
Boy, it's been the guys on Sniffies are hot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything's bigger in Texas, right?
I'm not exactly home. I'm from Katy, so I'm still happy to be back in Texas, though.
Yeah.
Dallas has been great. We went to one bar. We went to dinner with a friend of mine who lives here, and then went to a bar of Mike's choosing.
Yeah.
Why did we go there, Mike?
Because
There were Go-Go Boys.
there were Go-Go Boys. That's what we went to the Tin Room. Everyone knows the Tin Room, yeah? Great. Everything is bigger in Texas, just so you know. Tin Room is my kind of place. It is divey as hell. The boys aren't wearing clothes. We got real drunk.
Yeah, some of them look like they don't have life in their eyes anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. But some of them do. You look like you didn't have life in your eyes after a while, but
My vodka sodas were going down real quick.
yeah, indeed.
How's your Dallas experience been so far?
Lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the best lap dance ever last night.
What makes it a good lap dance? Because I think lap dances sound uncomfortable.
Yes. They're uncomfortable.
It's just you grind and do a bunch of work while I sit here and chill and I guess give you money. Well, I don't know. It's just the concept sounds uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, it is uncomfortable, but like when you go back for like the private show or whatever, it really depends on the bar. It depends on where you're at, and of course, depends on the Go-Go Boy. But usually, you get to touch them, you know.
Okay.
And that was definitely the case at this one.
Did you fuck him?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you do in the back room.
There's no sex in the champagne room, Kyle.
I mean,
but you can
probably for the right price.
You can dream about it.
Okay.
No, it was really great. Massimo was the Go-Go Boy's name that I went back there with, and he's just like not my normal type, but like super duper muscly.
Yeah.
And it was like he just like crushed my face into his pecs, and I couldn't breathe, but was never been happier.
Okay. This is not the episode on choking, but maybe you get it now.
Maybe I get it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. He flexed for me, which I really enjoyed.
Oh.
And the whole time I was thinking, if Kyle could just
This sounds like my
exactly.
MO.
I had your lap dance, Kyle.
Give me back my lap dance. By the transitive property, you have to lap dance for me.
Right now?
Right now.
Oh, God.
And it begins. Yeah, see, they want it.
Yeah, everybody, I'm doing it.
Oh, Mike.
It's an audio medium.
Oh, Mike. Good dancing. You're dancing so good.
You're welcome, Kyle.
the ship everyone wanted.
Yeah, we're headed home tomorrow, so can't get too wild and crazy. But happy Easter. Happy Easter, everybody. I hope you found the eggs you hid, because they're going to stink if you didn't.
That's an episode of Bob's Burgers.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is everything an episode of Bob's Burgers?
I mean, at this point. Yeah, Jesus is real happy you're here. He died or came back to life around this time.
Yes. Both, Kyle.
Oh,
That's
he did
the
both?
whole
Didn't he go
point.
into a cave for like 3 days and come back out and was like, ta-da?
Yeah.
Did I just quote the Bible?
Yes.
Yeah, Jesus is risen, and we appreciate that you're here.
Yeah. I guess that's
Yeah,
it.
you like us better than your family, so I appreciate that.
Let's see.
Who here is part of the LGBT community?
Yeah, queer people.
Who here is an ally? No. Okay, cool. I like it when it's just us.
Yeah. I don't know what we did to scare the straight people off this tour, but like
we picked the topics that we pick.
Oh.
These are not for straight people.
That's true. We do not reveal the episode topic until just after the news. So hang on to your butts. Are you ready for the news?
Oh, shit. I have to do all the music cues.
Yeah, you
yes,
do.
I'm totally ready.
Okay, great. Here's the news.
Shut your mouth hole, it's time for your ear holes. News.
Oh, man.
What happened in the news this week, Mike?
Everything's bad, and you should feel bad today, Kyle.
Oh, okay, great.
News the first. So just, in case the dumpster fire shit show that is America has gotten, worn you down and you're tired of that.
Yeah.
The United Kingdom Supreme Court ruled in a landmark case last week that the legal definition of a woman excludes trans women.
Okay.
Boo, UK boo. Let's boo that. Yeah.
I did see a picture of J.K. Rowling posting a picture of her. Okay. I think she was smoking a blunt.
I think it was a cigar, but okay.
Oh, it was a cigar?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I was like, damn, that's kind of cool. I'm annoyed how cool that is. Okay.
Yeah. She gave a lot of money to the group that was trying to get this ruling in place, and the group For Women Scotland, because
it's 4 people. They couldn't get a 5th.
Right. No, FFOR.
Okay.
And so they got it was a unanimous ruling also, so it's not like the court. I don't know how many people are on that court, but it's more than one because they had to be unanimous. They ruled that the legal definition of a woman excludes trans women, and that the protected characteristic of sex under their 2010 Equality Act refers to biology, not gender identity.
Okay, here's the thing: is everyone is biologically we're all biologically biological doesn't help define anything,
right?
Because we're all flesh stuff,
Yeah.
So that's a dumb word, and I hate when people use it.
It's a dumb word, and I hate when people use it too. So the ruling is going to have wide-ranging implications for the trans and non-binary communities in the United Kingdom, particularly in regard to how public bodies and organizations operate in relation to issues such as inclusion and single-sex spaces. For instance, the British Transport Police have already announced that from now on, trans women that the BTP hold in custody, they're like the TSA, are going to be strip-searched by male rather than female officers.
Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
So you have to ask everyone what's in their pants when they come through.
I guess.
That's a weird thing to do. Whenever you talk about people who are transphobic and make these kinds of rulings, what they're really saying is, I want to know what's in your pants all the time.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Which I do for completely different reasons.
Yes, Maximo, whatever his name was.
But yeah, it's true. They're obsessed with genitals, Kyle, and the genital obsession continues and isn't limited to just the United States, apparently. Okay, I went back and forth with myself about whether to get on my soapbox here, but I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Just stop consuming Harry Potter, everybody. I know it's great. I know it's a huge part of your childhood. I know that it's important to you. I know that you've had pleasant, fond, happy memories about it. And anything that you buy at all, whether it's a streaming service or even a fucking tchotchke from McDonald's, if it has anything to do with Harry Potter, it's going to that bitch's pocket, and she's spending that money to actively hurt trans people. You've got to stop. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
We did it.
News the second.
Oh, that was just the first one.
I know. Yeah, buckle up, Kyle. No, this one's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this one's good. A federal judge in Massachusetts has blocked the dickbag fuckface asshole administration's move to cease offering the X gender marker on U.S. passports, or allowing passport holders to change their gender marker. So they tried to stop that. They tried to say no more X on passports, and no, you can't change your gender identifier, but that has been blocked.
X is a badass gender.
I know, right?
That's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that we can do that.
It's like you're a professor or something. Or formerly Twitter. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, U.S. District Judge Julia Kobik, an appointee of President Joe Biden, granted a motion on Friday for a preliminary injunction keeping the policy from being enforced while a lawsuit against it is being heard. The State Department implemented the policy, and in keeping with Donald Trump's executive order recognizing only male and female sexes and denying that one's gender can ever change, which I love the advocate when they write things like this, something that is at odds with the view of every major medical group.
Yeah.
But since when did expertise matter, Kyle?
Yeah, since when did knowledge and information matter?
Oh, God. Anyway, so hopefully, I mean, we'll see what happens with the actual case. But while the case is going through the process, the gender marker stuff will continue. You can keep getting your X on your passport, and you can change your passport to match your gender identity for now. So,
awesome. I just got nervous. Are you recording this?
Yeah.
Okay.
See? It's going.
Oh, it's going. Okay, great. I just got a pit in my stomach and was like, shit, did we talk about recording this show?
All right, we got to start over, everybody.
When you know that you are queer.
Yeah, so thanks to that judge. And
that's great.
We'll see what happens. News of the last?
Yeah, news of the last.
All right, this one's bad, and I'm sorry. I did a reverse shit sandwich today. It's shit bread.
Ew.
Yeah.
I hate it.
I know. So the Alabama State House of Representatives has passed 3 anti-queer laws on the same day.
Wow.
They approved the bills on Thursday. It's an expansion of the state's Don't Say Gay law to encompass grades K through 12, a ban on drag performances in some public spaces, an LGBTQ plus pride flag ban in public schools, a ban against school employees using students' preferred names and pronouns, and a law requiring the 10 Commandments to be displayed in all public education institutions, even colleges.
Ironically, going against the First Amendment, they're while publicly displaying the Constitution.
Yeah.
You can't ban drag performances.
They can sure try.
I guess they can.
Well, and here's the thing that keeps happening over and over and over again. Despite the fact that it's all of these cis white pastors that are molesting the kids,
right?
They think that drag queens just existing is sexualizing, or like inherently sexual, and it's just because they're obsessed with sex, Kyle. Everything is sex. Everything about gay people is sex. Everything about trans people is sex. Everything about it's just they're obsessed with sex.
Yeah.
So am I, but for different reasons.
It's really frustrating, and that seems like a wild hat trick to pull all at the same time.
Yeah. Yep. And who knows if any of it's going to actually pass because it's all going to the Senate next, but it's Alabama. It's going to, let's be real.
Yeah.
The ACLU is on it. The ACLU of Alabama wants to protect our First Amendment right to express ourselves. Drag performances are part of that expression and should not be censored by the state based on subjective viewpoints on whether or not they are appropriate. So.
You're right that it's always someone in a church. It's always a youth minister or a church leader that gets caught with child pornography.
Or a president.
Or a president.
not child porn, but doing
sexually
gross, sexy things.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's the news.
That's the news. Speaking of, there's no transition there that I can make that's good. Speaking of drag performances, I want to sashay into our next segment.
Okay, great.
I don't know. I don't watch Drag Race. I want to thank our new Patreon members. Oh wait, there are none. So if you want to
sign up for Patreon right now, Kyle will fuck up your name. Live and in person.
You just have to bring me a note card with your name on it so I can try to read it. No, if you want to support the show and get ad-free episodes a day early, or use Mike's hole.
Use my hole.
So that you can make him say whatever you want to. That's something that not enough people, even at that level, use. People don't use enough. Then you can go to patreon.com/gayishpodcast.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, everybody, are you ready for the topic? Yes. Okay. That was hesitant. I will turn this car around right now. So we're about to reveal the topic. The way that we do this is Kyle has the topic for today written on this sign. I'm going to count backwards from 3, and then when we get to where 0 would be, he's going to open the sign, and y'all are going to yell it at us because I like having things yelled at me. Is that clear? Yeah. Great. Excellent. Y'all, you're crushing it. Okay, are you ready, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2.
Edging! We're going to talk about edging.
We're going to talk about edging. I stopped the countdown, though, hoping that I could edge us a little bit.
Shit.
It's fine.
I just ignored that you did that and moved on.
You just plowed right through, which I think we're going to get to this, but my guess is that I'm better at edging than you.
Oh, anyway. Wow. Do you want? Okay, we'll find out right here live on stage.
No, okay.
This is the part of the show where we whip our dicks out.
The lap dance got us started. Oh, God.
Shit, you had a whole bit there where you were edging us, and I didn't. Oh,
it's fine. We're going to talk about edging, everybody. Round of applause. Who does that? Yeah, it's magical. I love it.
Round of applause. Who doesn't? Okay, so common, most people.
We have some calibration to do, Kyle. What is edging? You said that you had a little help from our good friends at Urban Dictionary.
Yes, I have some Urban Dictionary definitions, and to start us off, let's just start with edging.
Okay.
Edging is to install Google Chrome or another web browser on a clean computer using Microsoft Edge.
Great.
That was the first definition.
Great. That reminds me of somebody in my life, I forget who this was, would open up Edge to search for Google, to search something from Google.
It's like a old person checking their Hotmail account.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, I have a Hotmail account. Be nice.
I said what I said.
Great.
No, okay, so another definition is coming nearly close to climax or ejaculation, then purposefully stopping sexual stimulation in order to delay the same so that the ultimate climax will be more intense. Unlike the other two definitions of edging so far included in this dictionary, it is not a practice necessary inclusive of masturbation, wanking, thanks for that, but is also practiced amongst that is also practiced amongst homosexual, and then in parentheses it says, and I suppose heterosexual partners and couples. Is edging a gay thing? This definition seems to say yes.
I don't see how that's possibly true, but
I don't see how it is either. When you think edging...
Also, I don't think of edging as usually being a thing that involves a partner at all, regardless of sexual orientation. But
the next definition is simply when you stop jacking right before releasing your load. Mm-hmm. That's an easier definition. Yeah. I like that one.
It's more like street friendly.
Yeah, it's cool. It's urban.
It's colloquial.
It's the Urban Dictionary. Is it... So you don't think about it as a thing for couples. Do you think about it as a male, female, non-binary thing?
I think of it as a thing that men do when they masturbate.
Yeah, I do too. But there were a lot of things about like female delayed orgasms that I found studies on.
Oh.
That I'm not going to talk about because I was like, that's not what we do here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So part of the reason that I think of it as being I don't want to say a male thing, but a penis thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to struggle with the words now. But the refractory period, right? Like after ejaculation, there's a period of time when most men, almost all men, have to like recover. Mm-hmm. And so that makes like the edge is higher stakes for them.
Oh.
But people who have multiple orgasms, that's not as big of a deal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think.
How do you time your refractory period? Sorry, that was a weird question.
Like start a stopwatch?
Yeah, I don't know why I asked that. You can ignore that question. This is going to be a good show. The next definition I have is edge hog.
Okay.
This is when a passenger on the bus hogs the aisle seat.
Okay. Well. Okay.
Don't you hate it when someone just sits on the aisle seat and you're like, people in Seattle are too nice to like say like, I want to sit there.
Oh yeah, like on the East Coast, somebody would be like, move the fuck over.
Move over.
And in Seattle, everyone would just stand and be sad.
Yeah, totally. Stand right by the door so you can't get in. It's awesome. This next definition is dump edging. Similar to the sexual act of edging, dump edging is a non-sexual act performed. Yeah, that's not what the word
performed.
Performed whilst taking a bowel movement. It's done when the pleasure seeker starts to crown, but at the last minute contracts his or her sphincter and sucks it back shut.
Oh.
After one has performed this several times and finally completes the fecal movement all the way to release, intense feelings of euphoria have been reported along with a rush of endorphins and intense sweating.
What? Who was somebody at the D&D retreat was like, there's nothing like an epic shit. And this is not my world.
Really? You don't get that?
No. Not like euphoria. Not like I'm going to edge my poop. Like that's...
So weird.
What?
That I'm reading a definition about poop edging on this stage. This is a weird thing that we're doing. Why are we doing this? Why are you here? Where am I?
Yeah.
A good shit feels great.
Okay.
Sometimes better than sex.
Okay. What?
It's the same hole.
You have a cloaca now? No, what? Okay. Better than sex.
Sometimes.
Really?
I've had bad sex and I've had great poops.
Okay, great.
I can't believe you don't relate to this.
I don't.
I feel alone.
I mean, I feel like when you got to go and then like you finally get to go, that's like a relief. I like the feeling of relief, but I'm not like euphoric. I'm not, there's no endorphins making my head tingle or anything.
I mean, not tingly, but do you ever look at the poop and you're like, I can't take a dick that big?
Oh. No.
Again, I feel very alone on this stage right now. Okay, that's fine. My last definition is called double edging.
Double edging.
Do you know what prairie dogging is?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, prairie. You have to know this definition.
Why are we talking about poop more?
This is all I want to talk about is double edging. Prairie dogging is when you have to take a crap so bad it feels as though the turd is moving in and out. And double edging is when you're edging while masturbating and simultaneously prairie dogging until you release both in an explosion of ecstasy.
Okay, so
no one has done this. This is not a thing that people have done.
like, is it true that you can't sneeze with your eyes open, or like what are those? Like,
you can't come while you shit.
you can't burp and fart at the same time. I just can't imagine a world in which you come and shit at the same time.
Let's try it now. Is there a bathroom here that I can?
Because like when you ejaculate, doesn't your butthole like pucker up or like?
Oh, that's why I think you got to like start.
You got to start the poop first,
and then come.
Okay.
But then that might just clench it off.
Okay.
Huh.
Happy Easter, everybody. This is
Jesus is proud of you. Yeah, that's the Urban Dictionary definitions that I have.
Well, one that I didn't hear in there that I did not know what it meant until today is edgelord.
Oh, I literally had it, but the definition was so long I didn't want to read it.
Okay, great.
Should I read it?
Well, what is it, or do you know?
Someone, especially posting on the internet, who uses shocking and nihilistic speech and opinions that they themselves may or may not actually believe in to gain attention and come across as more dangerous and unique person. Most edgelords are teenagers trying to seem overly cool and or over casually apathetic.
Yeah.
So you're like trying to be cool and hip by like saying like out there shit.
But so the edge in edgelord is like on the fringes, like you're on the edge of popular opinion.
Yeah.
I thought it had something to do with jizz.
Oh,
and
I'm the edgelord.
Yeah, exactly.
I edge all day and night. It's me, the edgelord.
Kind of.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's edgelord.
That's edgelord. Okay. Well, I do want to talk about the fact that on Wikipedia, if you look for gooning... What?
Were you on Wikipedia on the plane?
Of course I was, Kyle.
The people beside you on planes are like so confused as to who you are.
And traumatized, especially since the Wikipedia page for edging has this man kissing this woman while they're both using their hands on themselves.
That's not how I picture edging.
Me neither.
Huh. Okay, sorry.
Anyway, Wikipedia, if you search for gooning, it redirects to the edging page, and I think Wikipedia is wrong.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole separate thing.
What are the differences? Because we had a gooning episode like 100 episodes ago almost or something.
Did we really?
Yeah.
Oh, can I just play that episode right here?
No.
Okay. Shit, I have to actually tell you what it is. Gooning is like when you get like so like into your dick that you're like your face gets like you don't even care about your face, and you start like drooling, and you're like,
Yeah, I agree with you.
I don't know how to describe gooning. It's like oftentimes paired with poppers.
Yeah.
You just like are going to town on your dick. You have a bunch of porn pulled up.
But the fact that they tried to make it the same page on Wikipedia is just so wrong to me. I totally agree with you. I think that like there's some gooning that happens while you're edging, and
Maybe.
and
I think gooning always includes edging, but I don't think edging always includes gooning.
oh, see, I disagree with that
What? Why?
because I think that you can like do a quickie and goon at the same time, right?
No, there's no light goon. there's no like a touch of gooning. Gooning is like a you have to put your whole body into it.
Okay.
Like, I don't think there's a quickie goon.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe.
We wouldn't know because Wikipedia doesn't tell us.
That's right. Well, okay. So, but that led me to a discussion of the word gooning, and because I was like, well, Wikipedia, I think you're wrong about that. What is actually goon? Like, what does gooning mean? And it has a bunch of different definitions, but one of which is legal kidnapping.
What?
Yeah. So
What's legal kidnap? I guess taking your kids back.
So there is a thing that is called, and please let me clarify before you react too strongly to this phrase. There's a thing that's called a teen escort company. And it's not that kind of escort. It's a business that specializes in kidnapping people's kids from them for some purpose. So it's usually troubled teens. But they typically, the parents will hire a company like this to come break into their house, usually at night, and steal their teenagers and take them to a boarding school or a camp or something.
People will do anything not to have a conversation with their children.
Right.
That's wild.
But apparently, gooning is one of the names for that practice.
Oh,
It
no.
implies that it is a legal kidnapping. These things occur predominantly in the United States, but is not limited to just the United States. And they will send those teenagers to boot camps, behavior modification facilities, residential treatment centers, etc., which then got me down this whole rabbit hole of like, holy shit, I bet conversion therapy is a place that people get gooned to.
I hate that sentence. There's a lot going on in that sentence. Okay,
Huh?
yeah, people would get stolen legally to be taken to conversion therapy. People
Yep.
would get gooned to conversion therapy.
Yep. And so what this kind of gooning looks like is you are living in your parents' house and you go to bed and you're woken up in the middle of the night. They specifically say that that's so that they can take advantage of how disorienting it is to be woken up, and that it improves the chances that they'll be able to extract you without a fight.
Jesus Christ.
And then they'll zip tie your hands and take you to a place for processing, and it depends on where your parents have hired them to take you to. But yeah, it has been used historically for conversion therapy. So there would be, kids would come out to their parents, and then the next thing they know, they're getting gooned in the middle of the night and sent off to
horrifying.
a camp.
I'm so glad my parents love me.
Yeah. At least love you enough not to have you kidnapped by strangers.
Yeah.
There's a man in China who is suing. This is back in 2016. Sued. He was using the alias Yu Hu, which that's funny. But he was suing the doctors at the facility that he was kidnapped to. He spent 19 days in a psychiatric hospital where these doctors in China were trying to cure him of being gay.
Wow. Does the facility offers this service? Is it a private company that you hire to do the gooning?
Yeah, usually it's like it's a different company. Like you hire the escort service.
Yeah.
That's not an escort.
Right.
A different kind of escorting.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, you hire the service just to handle the transportation part.
Gotcha. Okay.
But Yoo-Hoo had been in the closet, and then for about a year, His wife discovered that he was in a relationship with another man. She immediately agreed to a divorce, but her family said no. And on October 8th, 2015, on the day that he and his wife were supposed to be divorced, the wife's family kidnapped him and forcibly sent him to Jumedain Psychiatric Hospital in Henan province. And he was drugged with a variety of unidentified medications, antipsychotic drugs. The hospital staff threatened to beat him if he refused to take his meds, said repeatedly that they were intent on curing him of his sexual orientation. He was in there for 19 days. So, and all of this is,
wow,
it's super egregious, but like in the United States, at least you have like rights if you're an adult. Apparently there are other parts of the world where gooning happens even to adults, not just teenage kids.
Wow. Your parents don't get to decide whether you get a divorce or not. Like, that's out of their hands.
It depends on where you're at, Kyle.
I guess so.
Yep.
Jesus.
Anyway.
Do we know what happened with the lawsuit?
No idea.
Oh, okay.
No idea. He did say that in his lawsuit he hoped to, quote, get a written apology and compensation for the emotional damage he suffered.
Yeah, that's a horrifying 19 days.
Yep, exactly right. Hopefully that stays illegal here. I don't know. That was just a vocabulary train that I ended up running down rabbit hole wise. But yeah, edging, Wikipedia is wrong.
Yeah.
But gooning also is apparently a thing that was used for conversion therapy.
Yeah. I still can't get over that you think you can do a quick goon.
Why?
I don't know. It's just so like goes against the definition of gooning to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
How do you think you do that?
I don't know. But what if you're really good at it? Like you have a lot of practice and you can get into the goon state like real fast.
I don't feel like it's like a switch that you can just kind of turn on.
Well,
I think it takes some time.
I've never done it. I'm not an expert, Kyle.
Neither am I. I've never done it.
I can tell you though, gooning is not edging, because one of those things I excel at, and it's not the gooning one.
Oh, that's great. That's the topic.
Okay, great.
That's ideal. Okay. Should we talk more about the fun edging?
Yeah, let's talk more about the fun edging, Kyle.
Okay, I read an article that's called 8 Things to Know About Edging.
Okay.
And this is a 2023 article on healthline.com by Kimberly Holland. It was reviewed by a medical professional. So you know it's legit.
Yeah.
First, is edging bad for you?
Okay. Is it?
Is it? What do you think?
I don't think so.
No, it's not.
Okay, great.
It's more common among penis havers, which that was a well-phrased sentence. I appreciated that. Yeah. But can be done by anyone, and it may cause, I think this is the only thing to look out for, epididymal hypertension.
Epididymal hypertension.
I think I said that right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good work, me.
Hypertension of the epididymis.
Sure.
Okay.
AKA blue balls.
That's what blue balls is?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So edging may cause blue balls, but typically a benign medical condition that is very easily resolved. So it's fine.
In my experience, though, blue balls is not caused by edging. It's caused by the not going over the edge of the edging.
Right. Yeah, that's the part that can lead to blue balls.
Like you can edge as long as you want to, without blue balls.
Oh, really?
I can.
Oh, but maybe you're an expert.
But then when I stop, boy howdy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so don't stop.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow.
Don't stop edging. Ever. Ever. The next question is, what's the point? Mike, what's the point of edging?
It's fun.
It's fun. That was not one that they had in their list.
It's a great way to kill an afternoon.
Yeah, you're working from home. You don't have any meetings.
My 2 o'clock got canceled.
Yeah.
I've got like 4 hours until the boyfriend gets home. Yeah.
It makes masturbation or sex longer. So again, they're talking about edging during sex.
Yeah. I have heard of it as like not a treatment. As a mitigation strategy for premature ejaculation.
Yep. I saw a lot of, that's literally the next bullet, helps prevent premature ejaculation. Mm-hmm. So edge to it's like doctor's orders basically to edge. Are there other benefits? One of the other benefits it suggested was that it introduces suspense in the bedroom.
What?
I don't think I've ever been in the bedroom and wanted to feel suspense.
Oh.
Like I'm watching The Sixth Sense or something in the bed. I don't think that's the feeling I want in the bedroom.
Maybe they just couldn't, their thesaurus didn't come up with anticipation.
Oh, yeah, okay. And it also says delayed gratification may make your eventual climax feel more powerful.
Yeah.
I like a powerful ejaculation.
It really does, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. I suggest it. If you haven't tried it, I highly suggest it.
Is edging the same thing as delayed ejaculation or anorgasmia?
No.
And no, they are different. Do you know what is different about
Well,
them?
anorgasmia is like I can't come. Like there's something going on that makes it so that I can't come, usually medical. Sometimes it's like a side effect of like medications, right?
Yeah.
Like when I was on Lexapro, couldn't come sometimes.
I remember, I forget what medication it was, but yeah, I'd be like jerking off and I'd be jerking off forever and it'd be like, my body was like, nope, you're not getting this.
Yep.
It was rough.
It's rough because you want to,
Yeah.
but you just can't.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
Or when you try to jerk off like the sixth time and your body's just like, no, dude. Nope.
I'm going to come dust if you make me.
So yeah, they are different, and it did say the time limit. If they can ejaculate, delayed ejaculation, they may need more than 30 minutes of sexual stimulation to reach orgasm. So it's not just that you can't at all; it's just that it takes a long time.
Yeah.
And it said many people experience occasional episodes of delayed ejaculation. So you're not alone.
Yeah.
If you feel, I feel like that's a thing people don't talk about ever.
Right.
So Mike and I clearly have both gone through it because of meds, but
Well, yeah, meds. And then when I've talked before about like I'm not demisexual, but have like semi-demi, I don't know, whatever. One of the ways that shows up for me, like having a failed sexual encounter with a stranger, transactional sex is hard for me, everybody. Is delayed ejaculation. Like I will get into this weird, like kind of panicky headspace and won't be able to come, and then I just kind of wait for him to finish so it can be over.
ooh, that was the saddest sentence I've ever heard about sex.
Yeah.
Just wait for him to finish. So there are some times where you're like giving some guy a blowjob and you're like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be nice if he came right now.
Yeah.
I'm about ready to put on my pants and go home. Can you get backed up if you edge too much? And the answer is no. Edging can't cause semen or ejaculate to back up into your body. If you don't ejaculate, your body will break down the ejaculate and recycle its components.
Really?
Your body, it's magical.
Your body is magic.
Yeah.
I just assumed you'd like come cottage cheese or something.
No, that's the worst sentence I've heard about sex. Retrograde ejaculation is when
Yeah.
semen enters your bladder instead of exiting through the urethra.
Yep.
And edging does not cause retrograde ejaculation.
That's a relief.
I know. So you can edge in comfort, everybody. And the last three questions were how to do it. So I just combined those into one. So you can either masturbate to the brink, or
Boy, can you.
What?
Nothing. Yes.
Or as Urban Dictionary described it, when you stop jacking right before releasing your load.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. You can have slow penetrative sex
Okay.
as a way to edge, or you can mix it up. So engage in anal, oral, or vaginal sex. I sometimes forget straight people are a thing. So I read vaginal sex and I was like, how? Right. Okay. Straight people sex. Engage in oral, anal, and vaginal sex until you've nearly released orgasm. Then stop or slow down. Change positions. Switch, or if you're masturbating, switch to erogenous stimulation from masturbation. So change it up.
Change it up.
Yeah, those are some tips and questions that they answered about edging.
Have you ever, like, tried to see how long you could go?
I don't have the patience.
You don't have the patience?
No. Have you?
Yeah.
What's
but
your
never with a partner.
Oh, okay.
Like, I think that would be really fun, though.
Yeah?
Just like, hey, let's spend the whole Saturday not coming. No, that's the weird way to put that. but like I think it'd be really that could be a good time.
Yeah. I don't want things to last that long. I'm kind of like a get in, get out kind of person.
Okay.
That's why I'm on Sniffies.
You're great.
Yeah.
Great. Well,
what's your record for longest edge session?
Like I don't have I don't keep a record. I don't know.
You do keep a log of some sexual encounters.
I have a sex log, but that's not with myself. I don't know, like 5 or 6 hours, probably.
5 or 6 hours?
Yeah.
You could watch all of Severance in that time.
How do you know I didn't?
I edged to Adam Scott.
But yeah, and it's not like you take breaks and go get a sandwich or whatever. But like,
wow, that's such a long time.
The thing is, part of the experience, like after a while, you get to this place where you realize that yes, orgasms are amazing, and they are stronger when you've been edging. That part is true. At least it's true for me. And the whole process can be really very pleasurable. Like, why is the focus on the orgasm part when there's lots of other things that also feel really good?
But not as good.
But better than watching Severance? Like
Severance is pretty good.
But yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's such a long time.
Well, and it was one of those days when I didn't want to go to my meetings and
It was during the workday?
Yeah, sure.
You got paid you were on company time?
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so this segment, Kyle, I just wanted to ask, what do you think? Yes or no? Is edging implied in the lyrics to the Lady Gaga song "On the Edge of Glory"?
My initial reaction is no, because she talks about. I think it's about love. They're like two people that are about to fall in love, where we can both fall more in love.
Yeah, there ain't no reason you and me should be alone tonight. Yeah, baby, tonight. Yeah, baby. I think she could be talking to her vulva.
Most Lady Gaga songs are sung to her vulva.
It's hot to feel the rush, to brush the dangerous. I'm going to run right to the edge with you, where we can both fall far in love. I legit never read the lyrics to this song before. I always thought that had something to do with edging, and I'm like maybe right about that, but in a weird way.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Keep giving me examples. Cite more examples to help convince me.
Another shot before we kiss the other side tonight. Yeah, baby, tonight. Yeah, baby. I'm on the edge of something final we call life tonight. All right. Yeah.
And that's
okay.
orgasm?
No. Okay. Sorry. No. What it's actually about is really, really adorable, I think, according to her. So she said that it was about her grandpa dying.
That's less adorable than I anticipated, giving your build-up.
So apparently he was sick for a long time, and she and her dad and his parents were all together while the grandfather was passing, and they were sitting at the piano and taking shots of tequila together. She and Gaga and her dad, and that's when she started writing "The Edge of Glory." And, quote, my dad and I were going to say goodbye to him, her grandfather, at the hospice, and I got out a big thing of agave tequila, and my dad sat next to me at the piano, and we started doing shots back and forth, and I wrote The Edge of Glory on the piano, and my dad and I cried.
Aww.
Said that it's inspired by her grandparents' 60-year marriage, that it was a once-forbidden love before they were married. So Gaga's grandfather used to sleep in his car on the street just to be near her grandmother, Angeline.
That if that wasn't cute, that would be creepy.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, apparently her family was strict Italian and wouldn't let him near her at the time.
Wow.
So then she said that the song is about your last moment on earth, the moment of truth. The edge of glory is that moment right before you leave the earth. So when I was reading through all of this, I thought, death as a metaphor for an orgasm is also a thing. right? Like le petit mort is a French phrase that means the little death, and that's a euphemism for an orgasm. And lots of places have referred to, cultures, but the French get the credit for it, refer to like orgasm as like you die a little bit. Like
Why
while
is
it's
that?
happening.
Why do they say that you die a little bit?
I'm not quite sure. Like it's
Is it like nothing else going on in your head? Like you're completely caught up in one thing, so like the rest of you dies? Like
so it's that when you are coming, you kind of are out of it. Like there's a brief loss of or weakening of consciousness that you are just like you're not really fully alive. You are in some other place,
right. Okay.
Until you stop coming, and that's where that comes from. But it's also sometimes le petit mort, the little death, is also used sometimes in English to mean like sleep, like when you're falling asleep.
Oh, that makes more sense to me.
And it makes more sense to me too. But as an orgasm, I just thought there was a connection that we could talk about, Kyle. That like the Edge of Glory I thought was about edging, and edging is about orgasms, but Edge of Glory is actually about death. But orgasms are also about death. So it's all one big edge session.
The world is a flat circle or something.
A circular square.
Time is a round square. I forget. I don't know.
I don't know. Do you think when you come, it makes sense to call it like death?
I don't think so. I think you come alive. I think it's the opposite.
Okay.
Le petit vivre.
I think it's also like there's sort of a religious experience that is implied, I think, right? That the idea that like it feels so good that must be like what heaven is like, and you go to heaven when you die.
Oh, I didn't make that connection. Yeah, unfortunately, nothing happens after you die.
Yeah.
Happy Easter. Sorry. So maybe the song is about orgasms in a way because it's about death. All right, you might be getting me on board.
See?
On the edging train.
See?
Choo choo.
See?
Hop on, bitches. It's the edging train.
Yeah. Anyway, think about it.
Okay,
Get back to
I'll
me.
stew on it and let you know. I'm going to tell you about blue balls.
Okay. They hurt. It's not fun.
I don't think I've ever had blue balls.
Really?
Yeah.
Round of applause. Who's had blue balls before? Great. Is anybody currently experiencing that?
Right? We won't fix that. We're not doctors, and we can't help you. There's a bathroom, I think, nearby if you need to take care of that yourself. This is a 2024 article, again, on healthline.com by Neil Dougal, again, reviewed by a doctor.
Great.
So you know it's legit.
Great.
Guide to epididymal hypertension, or blue balls. Blue balls, medically known as epididymal hypertension. I keep saying that word right.
Okay, here's the thing, though, Kyle.
What?
Your epididymis is on your ball. So if you have two balls, you have two of them. And epididymitis is a thing that I've had before that's fucking painful. It doesn't feel like blue balls to me. Blue balls feels like up in your inguinal fold somewhere. Like, at least that's where I experience the pain. Maybe that's being referred from my epididymis, but like... It's weird to me that blue balls is anything to do with your epididymis. That's wild to me.
Oh, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just reading the notes that I wrote down on this paper.
Great.
Yeah, I don't know. The article said that this can affect people with male genitals,
Well,
which I don't. They tried. They tried to make it less gender specific, but I think they failed at that. I don't think it's male genitals. I think you just say people with a penis.
Mm-hmm.
The symptoms are pain, discomfort, heaviness, or aching.
Yeah.
Do I have blue balls right now? I'm constantly feel aches and heaviness.
Do I have blue balls, or am I just in my 40s?
Despite the name, it clarified, despite the name, your testicles do not turn blue.
Oh, thanks for that clarification.
If you have blue testicles, you're a Smurf.
Yeah. Go to the hospital. Go see Derek at the hospital.
Do Smurfs have testicles?
Huh. Yeah?
Probably, right?
Probably.
Under those diapers?
Probably. Although we don't know how they reproduce, right? There's one female presenting Smurf in the entire village.
Yeah. Boy, she's got to be busy. Man, I want to be Smurfette now that I think about it.
I want to be Handy Smurf.
There's a Smurf called Handy Smurf?
Yeah.
That's sexual.
Well, it's not Handsy Smurf, Kyle.
No, getting a handy, like a hand job.
Oh, yeah.
Handy Smurf. He gives out hand jobs to everybody.
I want to be Blowy Smurf.
I want to be fuck me in the ass Smurf. What are we talking about? Okay. It should only happen when you're aroused. If you experience pain or discomfort when you're not aroused, it could be, and then it listed a bunch of other medical things that I didn't write down because I didn't want to. It could be something else. Talk to your doctor when blue balls causes intense pain or impedes your sexual activity. It says that doctors and researchers have not extensively studied EH. There aren't many established treatments for it. The main treatment is
Coming.
come. Just come. Just come. That sounds like me in the bedroom. Just come. Another remedy is to become unaroused.
Is that true?
That's what it said.
I thought that's what causes it.
This article was reviewed by a medical professional.
All right, well.
So it's legit. Ways to become unaroused: take a bath, get exercise. Get exercise. That can turn you on more.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gym bros.
Well, so I was thinking about how in the choking episode we were talking about how like people when they get hanged they would sometimes spontaneously come.
Yeah.
Another thing that causes people to spontaneously come is apparently pull-ups.
Oh, that's hot.
Like they're dudes that like when they do pull-ups they just come.
That's awkward.
Yeah.
How do you tell your personal trainer, like, here's the thing, I'm not going to do pull-ups, not because I can't do them.
How do you tell your gym teacher when you're in
Oh, my God. Oh, that sucks. The first time you learn that information is horrifying.
Yeah.
I don't think I can do a pull-up. So I can never come. Other remedies to become unaroused: distract yourself. I don't know.
Okay.
Try not to think about Johnny Bravo, I guess. Or urinate.
Is that true?
I think that, yeah.
Well, now Kyle, see, now I have to edge to give myself blue balls so that I could test these ways of fixing the problem.
Yes.
For science.
For science, yeah. A warm bath, that's kind of sexy. Some of these solutions for becoming unaroused are kind of sexy solutions, so I don't know.
Maybe they're just trying to get you to come.
Do a pull-up. Yeah. Yeah, that's blue balls.
Okay. Have you really not ever had blue balls before?
I really don't think so.
Interesting.
I jerk off a bunch.
Well, I mean, congrats.
Thank you. I was waiting for someone to say something.
No, but seriously, I thought that's just a thing that all ball havers experience at some point, but
or maybe I have and I just forgot. Like, I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, Kyle, I'm going to talk to you about sex magic.
Oh, okay. What's that mean?
Do you know who Aleister Crowley is? Crowley?
No.
So he is a cultist who's given. It was a prolific writer, and he is super dead. Like it's a long time ago. He was lived from 1875 to 1947, but he was a British dude. He was an occultist, ceremonial magician, poet, novelist, mountaineer, and painter.
Wow, that's a lot of things.
He founded a religion called Thelema.
Should we start a religion?
Yeah,
a gayish religion?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
God, we would be more popular if we tried.
We're already saints. We
are sainted.
We got sainted by the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence 2 weekends ago in San Francisco.
Yeah, what have you got, Dallas? Who's going to do some kind of special show for us today? Who's got something?
So Aleister Crowley founded this religion and was super involved in a lot of supernatural stuff, but he had this idea of basically that edging is magic.
Okay.
That edging is a way to commune with several different deities, but especially the goddess of sexuality, Salami. So there's a ritual that he called eroto-comatose lucidity.
Sure.
And it's a sex magic where you use repeated sexual stimulation not to physical orgasm, which that sounds like edging to me.
Yeah.
To place the individual in a state between full sleep and full wakefulness and exhaustion. And that allows the practitioner to commune with their god. Now, Aleister Crowley was bisexual, which is like at a time when that wasn't really even a thing. He was married a few times to ladies, but then discovered that like a lot of his ideas on sex magic were more potent or more powerful in his estimation when done with other dudes.
Oh, dudes turned him bi.
Yeah. Well, or at least doing the magic part. Anyway,
dudes turned my sex magic gay.
He wrote a tract, a pamphlet called Eroto-Comatose Lucidity, and there is the person going through the ritual and, quote, several aids.
Several.
Yeah.
That's a lot of people focused on you not coming.
Right.
That's a lot of people to dedicate to making sure you don't come.
Yeah, that's like the tin room last night, I think. The security guy, the bouncer.
Yeah, the bartender.
So Donald Michael Craig, who I don't know who that is, says that the more sexually experienced the aids are, the better the ritual works, and that the aids are supposed to be members of the opposite sex. But Aleister Crowley disagreed. He thought that aids that were the same gender as the ritualist was the highest stage of practice of this ritual.
Can we call them something other than AIDS?
Well, yeah, AIDS.
Yeah. I mean, yes, I figured.
Yeah.
But how about the helpers, the sex magic helpers?
The sex magic helpers? Okay,
yeah.
I'll try to make that replacement. In the first part of the ritual, the sex magic helpers try to arouse sexually and exhaust the ritualist.
It's sometimes like this show. Sexually stimulating and exhausting.
In some forms of the ritual over the years, because it's been rewritten by different people who had different opinions about how it's supposed to work, there's disagreement about whether it's just arousal, edging, if you're supposed to edge until you're exhausted, or there are other versions of it where you've got to come as many times as possible until you're exhausted.
Wow, that sounds like the opposite of edging.
Right, exactly. So, but sticking with the edging version, because that was Crowley's thing. So they use physical stimulation, genital stimulation, psychological stimulation, devices like sex toys, or even drugs like hashish, marijuana, other aphrodisiacs. And, quote, there should be enough sex magic helpers so that if one sex magic helper tires, another may take his or her place.
Wow. Step in, substitute.
Eventually, the ritualist will tend to sink into sleep due to exhaustion. So
they got to jerk someone off till he falls asleep?
Yes. So
God, that sounds exhausting. Handy Smurf indeed.
Yeah, this is like you've got to go in like in waves or like, shifts.
Yeah.
So then, but that's just the first part of the ritual. Jerk him off without having him come until he falls asleep is part one.
Okay.
Part two is to try to wake him up through sexual stimulation alone.
That sounds like assault.
And the goal is not to fully awaken them, but rather to bring them to the brink of wakefulness by sexually stimulating them. So use toys on him, jerk him off.
While he's asleep?
While he's asleep, trying to like not wake him up, but wake him up enough that he gets in this like sex magic-y talk to the sex gods time.
Wow. Interesting.
Once the ritualist starts reaching a near waking state, sexual stimulation must stop. So this is part three. The ritualist is then permitted to sink back towards, but not into, sleep. And you're supposed to edge on that in between sleep and wakefulness, in between coming and not coming space. So it's like edging on steroids, multiple kinds of edging at the same time.
Yeah, edging sleep.
And then, depending on the version of the ritual, but one way that the ritual ends after doing all of that talking to God and getting, I don't know, working out your calendar or something, I don't know, then it's to come. Achieve a massive orgasm and then immediately fall asleep. And that has been described as, quote, undisturbable sleep. Like you're just that tie-tie.
You're so tired from all the edging that you've done that you just pass right out and can't be woken.
Yep. And
Wow.
then as soon as the ritualist wakes up, they're supposed to write down everything that they had experienced, witnessed, or been told by the sex gods. And you're supposed to do the ritual while you're focusing throughout the rite and what you desire from the ritual. And so then... Oh, man. Aleister Crowley also said that he recommended that whatever elixir was produced by the orgasm
Okay.
should be put into a cake of light and consumed by the ritualist. A cake of light, by the way, contains flour, honey, oil, olive oil, beeswing, and semen.
That is hot?
It's cooked into
I
the
can't
shape of a
tell.
small flat wafer and is taken like a Eucharist host in Christianity in communion. Happy Easter, everybody.
You come into a cake?
Well, you make a cake out of your cum, but yeah. And then you eat your own cum cake after the sex magic edging.
You don't get to feed it to anyone else? Can I eat someone else's cum cake?
Not without consent. I'm pretty sure.
What a religion is so fucking weird. Okay, this is a weird ass thing that this religious person does, but like Christianity sounds like this to me too. Like it's just like, oh, that's a weird ass tradition that seems...
Oh wait, like transubstantiation. If you're Catholic, like you literally believe that cracker is Jesus's body. Now you're a cannibal to a zombie.
Yeah. Exactly.
I get it.
Yeah. That's a weird... We need to come up with some weird traditions for our religion.
Yeah, and none of them are going to involve baking. If I have anything to say about it, though. Like,
Mine are going to exclusively include eating cum.
okay, great.
Everything's it's gonna be like, say this prayer and then eat your jizz. Or, like just everything's gonna end with, and then eat your jizz.
Okay, all right. Get it right, Kyle.
Religious.
Book number 2 is coming out soon. So about the cakes of light, he said, quote, the cakes of light are universally applicable. They contain meal, honey, and oil, carbohydrates, fats, and proteins, the 3 necessities of human nutrition. Also, the perfume of the 3 essential types of magical and curative virtue. The subtle principle of animal life itself is fixed in them by the introduction of fresh, living elixir, which could...
Stop calling your jizz elixir.
Right.
You are not that special.
Right. If I got jerked off for 48 hours by a bunch of helpers, and then that seems pretty special.
I guess so. Yeah, give me that elixir. I'm trying to think of saying it during sex.
Don't like that.
It licks inside me.
Nope. Stop that.
No.
Shut that down. Yeah, anyway, I just thought it was super, super interesting that apparently like edging is, at least in this tradition, Aleister Crowley's tradition, a way to commune with God and then make a tasty little snack afterwards.
I guess so. Do you feel like it's some kind of religious, do you feel like an out-of-body or religious experience when you edge? Is it that profound to you?
No, it's not that profound. It feels really, really good. It is like an ecstatic feeling, I think. There's something like the edge of edging feels really, really good to me. And like the orgasm also feels really, really good, but then it's over.
Yeah. All good things come to an end. Come at the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's sex magic.
Okay, I'm going to do an Ask Reddit.
Okay.
And the question is simply,
Oh no.
do you edge?
Okay.
This is posted by Thick Dick in Ask Gay
Prove
Bros.
it.
Yeah. They said, when I got to Dallas, I opened up Grindr And I just got penises. Like, it was just penises, not even face pictures. Just like, here's my dick.
Yeah. Yep.
No body, nothing.
I've also noticed in Dallas, more than in other places, people will have a faceless profile, but their first message is their picture.
I have in my profile, like, please send a face picture in your first message. That's on Sniffies. Because so many Sniffies, it's just like...
Dicks.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm, like, not attracted to that. I want to see your face.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. Do you edge? There was a big, long paragraph, the person that posted this, but they said, just curious about everyone else. Do you all edge? If so, for how long? What do you like about it? I discovered edging in my early 20s and haven't been the same since, in a good way. It was such a struggle when I was younger because holding it was the biggest challenge. I didn't learn how to deep edge until my late 20s.
Deep edge.
Do you know what deep edging is?
No.
You can only find it in Chicago.
Right. That sounds. It makes me think of a razor blade, and it makes me uncomfortable. So. I don't know. Yeah.
I looked up deep edging on Urban Dictionary, and it wasn't even a definition in there.
Okay.
So I don't know what deep edging is, but this person learned how to deep edge, and they didn't tell me anything about how to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, so some of the responses. First, I don't have the discipline.
That's what you said.
Yeah, I get that. Someone else said, edging ruined sex for me. Mm-hmm. Yes, it feels amazing, but instead of coming too soon like 90% of guys out there, now it takes me an eternity to come when I'm topping. I trained my brain to want to keep going for a really long time to build up an insane orgasm instead of just letting it out in a normal amount of time. I need to find a way to fix this because I feel so bad for the bottoms when it takes me 20 to 25 minutes to come, and they're just sitting there wondering when I'll be done.
Oh, wow.
Does edging ruin sex?
No.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Okay.
There is, have we talked about ruined orgasms?
That came up somewhere.
Yeah.
Where did I see that?
The problem with edging is, like, sometimes if you fight the edge too hard and then you come anyway, then you don't have as good of an orgasm as you could have had if you were, like, intentional about it.
Yeah. Yeah, when you accidentally come, like, you accidentally push yourself a little bit too far, and then you come, and you're like, shit.
Or, like, you feel like you're going to come, and then, like, are hands off trying to stop it, and then it happens anyway because you were too close.
Yeah.
But then, like, you've, like, missed your window of opportunity.
Yeah. No, ruined orgasm. Someone was...
Yes.
I don't know why I'm saying this, but some dude was about to give me a facial, and he stood up, and he almost stepped on my MacBook.
Oh, no.
So he, like, dodged out of the way, but that ruined his orgasm.
Oh, poor buddy.
He was like, your computer was way more important than giving you this facial.
Oh.
I don't know why I just said that to you. That was, it was a ruined orgasm. I guess there was a segue. Someone said, always been much bigger fan of taking a break before I get that close to coming, or just coming and taking a break before going again. Someone else said, to respond to the question, do you edge? Not usually, but sometimes you've got to spend a pleasant evening with yourself. I like that. You, like, have a date with yourself.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to, like, have a nice meal and then go treat myself in bed.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
What?
During the pandemic, I think I had maybe a tiny bit of an edging problem.
Why?
Because I was doing it a lot, like, all the time.
Did you have a roommate?
Yeah, but he had his own room.
What did he hear?
I don't know. I'm very quiet, Kyle. Very demure.
Very demure.
But yeah, I would more than like 3 days a week.
Wow.
Would spend like multiple hours on myself, and then I would feel horrible about it, like just like any other kind of addiction, porn or like whatever. And I've realized this all comes to mind because you use the word date. Like now, when I do, and it's on occasion, but not that often, it's because I'm intentional about it. I'm like, I'm going to clear my Saturday or whatever.
You use the word addiction. You were addicted to edging?
I think so. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know it was something you could get addicted to.
Well,
I guess you can get addicted to anything.
I mean, it was the pandemic. We were stressed out. Like human interaction was not a thing. It was like hard to know how to be a person. It was very stressful. So like that's just.
I mean, I picked up cigarettes, so your thing is much better.
I don't know, but yeah.
Than cigarettes?
Yeah.
Yeah, edge before smoking.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, edging while smoking. I bet. Anyway, I don't smoke anymore. Someone else said, I've been doing it a little while now after masturbating once a day every other... Is the table moving or am I about to fall over?
It's the sex magic, Kyle.
I'm dizzy. I don't know what's happening. Okay. I've been doing a little while now after masturbating once a day every other day for a while. My energy levels are way higher and I have a lot more motivation. Also, like you said, it feels so good. LOL. And when you allow yourself to get there, it's an explosion. Does this improve your energy levels?
No.
Okay. I was going to say, should I stop taking my antidepressants and just edge?
I mean, I think that's a good idea. Like, see,
psychiatrist recommended.
See what happens for you, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's different. No, I mean, it doesn't matter how long I've been at it. When I come, I am sleepy.
Oh yeah. That's what I would think it'd be the opposite. But someone said that edging makes their energy levels go up. I love when people just randomly LOL at the end of sentences.
Lots of lube.
Lots of lube. Someone else said, the first time I encountered edging was in kink play, where a guy was tied up and kept being stroked to the edge of coming for an hour or two.
Okay.
Which is edging like a kink thing?
I think so.
Yeah?
Well, I know that like delayed orgasm and ruined orgasm, those are definitely like kinks that you see, especially when like an add-on to like a bondage situation.
Yeah.
So like tie somebody up so that they can't stimulate themselves, and then you stimulate them until they get close, and then you stop. Like that's a kink thing.
Ruined orgasms are a kink thing?
It's all of that plus like a dom sub kind of a situation of like you don't get a good orgasm because I'm going to withhold it from you.
Wow, you intentionally do a ruined orgasm to someone?
Yeah.
Because you're so dom?
Yeah.
Wow.
Puts them in their place.
That blows my mind.
Well.
Huh. People are into everything.
Yeah, they are.
And then lastly, someone said, I love to edge for about 1 to 2 hours. I hate getting to the blue balls point, so I try to avoid going too long. Love edging on 420 and poppers. Right before bed is the best. Which a lot of people, I didn't write down all of them, but a lot of people talked about weed as a way to help with edging. Do you use any substances to help you with edging?
No.
All natural?
All natural.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Weed, I think, makes it a little bit harder to come for me.
It can for me too, yeah, sometimes.
So I could see how that could actually be a good thing for edging.
And I also find that like the sensations of like sex stimulation are like bigger or feel big. Like senses are heightened on weed. At least mine are. And
it just hit me why I have a friend with benefits that wanted to like make out and fool around before we watched a movie. He wanted to smoke weed.
Oh.
He just wanted to smoke weed and he wanted to like come first. Yeah. I just made that connection.
Oh, okay.
Good trick. Good for him. Way to think it through. God.
Plan ahead, Kyle.
I know. Okay. Anyway. That was Ask Reddit.
Okay.
There was a bunch of stuff that was involved edging that I didn't talk about that we didn't, or I don't know. Did you have more?
No.
Okay, because there's the Edge, the wrestler.
Oh yeah.
There's an edger, the gardening tool.
Yeah. The Edge, the guitarist for U2.
Oh, I didn't even write that one down. There's edging while climbing, a technique using the edge of the climbing shoe on a narrow foothold.
Okay.
In the absence of footholds, smearing is used.
Yeah. It sounds gross, right?
That sounds offensive.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds mean. In forging, edging is the process of concentrating materials using a concave-shaped open die. Also don't know what that means.
Okay.
And there's a song called Edging by Blink-182.
Oh, it's newer.
Yeah, it's newer.
Yeah, okay.
Well, how do you know that?
I also saw it and read about it, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
There was nothing gay about it.
Nothing gay about it.
I tried to find something gay. There is National Edge Day.
What?
But it's a different kind of edging.
It's not the sexy edging?
It's not the sexy edging.
We need to have the sexy edging day.
There were entries in Urban Dictionary that said edging day or National Edging Day, but there are two definitions listed two different dates, so I don't think there's a consensus. Maybe we can have two edging days.
Yeah.
Why not twice? This doesn't have to be like Easter. It can be multiple.
Or just like get coordinated. Put your dick down and get a schedule.
Stop edging and come up with a calendar. So National Edge Day is more about people who live straight edge lifestyles. With straight edge is a subculture of hardcore punk who refrains from using alcohol, tobacco, recreational drugs in reaction to the punk culture's excess. So National Edge Day has been observed on October 17th since 1999. I think we need to take edging back from National Edge Day.
Okay.
I think October 17th from now on should be the day that you edge yourself.
All right.
On lots of drugs.
Let's put it on the calendar.
Put it on the calendar, everybody. Let's do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Did we do it?
Is edging gay? We didn't talk about that.
I mean, a little bit. All masturbation is gay.
Because masturbation is gay.
You're
Because you're jerking a dude off.
Yeah.
And that's gay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I think edging is kind of gay. I think of people with penises doing it, and anything that involves people with penises, that's kind of gay. Yeah. I think it's gay.
Okay. All right.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We got there.
We did
That was
it.
pretty easy.
Could we get a beer and a wine and 2 shots of Fireball for the break? Because we're going to take a break here really shortly, everybody. And if you want to join us for a shot, because it's a thing we do, you should join us.
We can just beckon drinks from the. Is someone?
I asked nicely.
Okay.
I said,
No, that was very.
Could we please?
Please. That'd be sweet.
I gave them my credit card.
Okay.
So we did it.
Yeah.
We edged.
Yeah.
We're edging the break now.
We are edging the break. Okay, and I won't ruin your thing now. We can just sit quietly.
It's fine. It's a ruined orgasm.
I did ruin your orgasm.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to take a break in just a second. When we do, don't go anywhere. The break is literally 45 seconds long. It's not meant to be like a big...
It's not an intermission.
It's not an intermission.
Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Yeah, should we take a break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
This is the part where Mike and Kyle take a break.
Yeah. Are we back?
We're back.
We're back.
We're going to do our Gayest and Straightest.
We're going to do our Gayest and Straightest, but first, hey, everybody.
Hey.
Listen up.
Listen.
I don't know when to stop talking about it because it's not until 2027, and I'm not going to talk about this shit for 2 years straight.
It's going to get real old.
But we are going on a cruise.
Yes.
The good people at Derek and Remain have joined forces with us to do a cruise. It is February 7th through February 14th of 2027. And if you want to join us, it'll be our listeners. It is not a gay cruise. It's not an Atlantis kind of a cruise. It's going to be a normal people cruise that you're invited to.
That was kind of homophobic, I think.
But if you go to gayishpodcast.com/cruise, there's a form to fill out there. It's a $250 deposit to get your space reserved. And it leaves in and out of L.A., Los Angeles on a Mexican Riviera itinerary. So go to gayishpodcast.com/cruise, fill out the form. Be sure to say that Gayish is the reason that you want to come because that's how we get credit for it. And Ma Johnson has already booked a cabin, so
that's going to be fun.
We'll have a happy hour with Mom.
Yeah, we'll do a mom's planning little session.
Free hugs.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Cute.
And then let's see, what else was I going to tell you?
Our audiobook came out.
Oh, yeah. Our audiobook came out on Thursday, and nobody told us.
It was just there.
Yeah. A listener reached out on Discord and was like, I'm listening to your book now, and it's wonderful. Thank you. And I was like, you have our book in audio form? Like literally, Kyle and I the last instructions we got were to wait to find out when we needed to go back into the studio to make corrections.
Yeah.
And now they skipped that part. The book is out.
Yeah, we did it in our own voices, so you can hear us reading the book. And because the book is written, so each of us wrote a chapter. There's kind of a conversational tone to it, but yeah, you can hear us reading our own book and listen to me I had to pronounce people who did studies. I had to pronounce their names correctly.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Is that why you were there for 6 hours?
That's what took so long, is that one dude's name. God, I could not pronounce his name. We had to like look it up online. It was a whole thing. I didn't rehearse that name. Anyway, you can hear me try to say names.
So surreal. It was a surreal process.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other thing. Get our book. It's on Audible. I know it's on Audible. It's also elsewhere, I think.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of the book, we will be signing books after this. We have to like pack our shit up, and we don't have Derek, so that's going to be awkward, but we are happy to take pictures, sign books, hang out, whatever. And then I think we'll be, I know it's a Sunday, but we'll be out at the bars for a while this evening as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, just come on up after the show. Happy to sign books and chat and take pics and whatnot. Yeah. Our website is gayishpodcast.com.
I'm going to burp.
Okay.
No, I'm not. Our social medias are at Gayish Podcast.
Our hotline, you can send us text messages or leave us voicemails, is 5855-GAYISH. That's 585-542-9474. Standard rates apply.
It's like right there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Is it the cinnamon?
It might be the cinnamon. Our email is gayishpodcast@gmail.com.
And our physical mailing address is Post Office Box 19882, Seattle, Washington, 98109. Okay.
Gayest and Straightest?
Yeah, let's do our Gayest and Straightest.
Okay.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Do you need a second?
I don't know what I need. I need to... Yeah, I need a dick or... I don't know. My gayest is while I was doing research for this episode, I had a Sniffies tab open.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I just assume you always have one open, and that's not something to write home about. But.
Oh, I guess on my phone, I typically have Sniffies. Whenever I like go to my browser and I'm like at work or something, I have to like quickly navigate away.
Oh, yeah.
My straightest is, I haven't used this one, I don't think ever, but I think putting your wallet in your back right pocket is like a straight guy thing.
Okay.
I used to keep it in my front pocket, but I moved to like back right, kind of standard placement for a wallet.
I used to keep my wallet in my back left pocket. It's there now, actually, because I'm distracted. But that's because I'm left-handed, I think.
Oh.
But then I stopped that because if I sit on it too long, it fucks up my back real bad. Being in your 40s is great, everybody.
I'm almost there.
So now I put it in my front pocket, but that's about pain, not queerness.
Yeah. Well, I'm in your left or right pocket? Because I think that signals top or bottom.
Oh, yeah. Well, it depends on the day, actually.
Yeah? You're wallet verse?
I'm wallet verse.
What about you?
What about me? So the straightest thing about me this week I thought was going to be Texas. But actually, it's the Bloody Mary train that I'm on. I've been drinking Bloody Marys all over the place, and just that's a straight person drink.
Yeah.
It's tomatoes and just I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yeah.
And then the gayest thing about me, I did it, Kyle. High five.
Why?
I wore a jockstrap for every recording on the tour.
Wow. I had no idea.
Gift jockstraps from listeners.
Secret jockstrap. The best kind. Good for you.
Yep, nailed it. Okay. It's time. Who would like to share their gayest and straightest with us live in IRL in person? I see a hand. I see a silhouette of a hand. Scottermoosh, can you do the fandango?
Come on up, say your name if you want to say your pronouns, say where you're from, if not from Dallas, and your gayest and straightest.
Hi, I'm Aaron.
Hi, Aaron.
Originally from Fort Worth, actually.
Oh.
But actually I lived up in Boston for 10 and a half years. And
Okay.
shout out to one of my best friends up there, Felix Palafox.
Oh, yeah.
Formerly on
hey,
the podcast.
Felix.
Oh, yeah.
My gayest and straightest. Straightest is probably a few weeks ago, actually. Went to a family function with where there was like fishing and shit like that. And I helped my nephews specifically like put the worms on the hook. That's very straight.
Yes.
And then, I mean, you've mentioned Sniffies a lot, but I went directly home that night and realized I was the only one home, and so I went on Sniffies. But more specifically, recently, I've been crocheting a doll for one of my coworkers, and that's pretty damn gay.
Oh, adorable.
Nice.
That's
Adorable.
very sweet.
Excellent.
So, thanks for being here.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank
Thanks
you.
for coming. Excellent. I see another hand way
In the
back there. Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Price is Gayish.
I'm Brian from Shreveport,
Hey, Brian.
and hey, my straightest is I moved cows around with my cousin yesterday, and my gayest is this outfit.
I love it. I love it. Thank you. How far is Shreveport from here anyway? It's like 2 or 3 hours? That's closer than I would have guessed. So that's, yeah, okay. Was there a hand over here? Yeah, come on up. Love your shirt. Also City Limits.
Thank you. It was great. So my straightest was, I'm Joe.
Uh-huh.
I'm from here.
Okay.
I'm a little drunk already.
Yeah.
My straightest is that I have a truck that I just bought a couple months ago,
Mhm.
and I changed the grill on it. So mechanic shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straightish. My gayest is that, well, I was between two, but I think I'm going to use, on the way here, I picked up my buddy. I was a little late because I had to stop and get a load. Now I'm here.
And so's the load. Thanks, Joe.
I like that you had. I had to. It was not an option. I had to stop to get a load.
I mean,
The load waits for no man.
hey.
Hello. All right, I'm Brandon. I was working the door. Howdy. Straightest. Damn it, now I didn't forgot it. Oh, my straightest is, well, I'll go with my gayest. My gayest is I just recently bought a home, and so this decorating shit, I'm over it, but trying to get all these colors together and all this stuff, not that great. And then my straightest is I've been needing to go to the doctor for something random. My husband's like, go. And I'm just like, no. I was like, I'll find something on Google to help me out. Try to home remedy this shit so I don't have to deal with it. So, yeah, I feel like that's the straight thing.
Absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah, thanks, Brandon.
Thanks. Yeah, Googling instead of going to see a medical professional is definitely a straight thing.
Also, personal point of privilege. Brandon is the man who set up and administers our Discord server, and out of the goodness of his heart, he's an absolute sweetheart, an angel for the show. Appreciate you so much, man.
Yeah.
Okay. One more? Anybody else? Okay. All right. We did it. We've arrived.
We've arrived at the end.
We're right at the end.
We edged this whole time, and now it's the end of the show.
AE, this is from you, yeah? Thank you for the mead. It's Title IX mead, an ethically questionable mead. Drink until you forget they're your students. I love it. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Great. Well, Dallas, thank you. A round of applause for yourselves for being here and being fantastic. And another round of applause, please, for the Rose Room and Tracy and Damien and the staff here. Please be sure to tip your bartender. And thank you to any of you who were edging during the show.
Do you think someone was listening at home edging the entire time?
I hope so.
I hope so, too.
They're gonna DM me about it. It's gonna be, and I'm fine with that.
I also want to thank our super gap bridgers. Thank you to Locomotive, Simon Strachey, Kaylee Adams, Kid Oliver, Kobe Gordon, Squaggle, Pip, Andrew Bugby, William Bryant, John Crawley, Yost Osel, Jonathan Montañez, Forrest Nail, Steve Douglas, Explosive Zanya, Michael Covington, Thomas B., Dusty Sands, A. Coleman, Chris Cacciatorians, Jerome York, and Cian and Javi.
Yeah.
Yeah! Thanks for your support.
Thank you for your money. That's it. This has been Gayish from the Rose Room in Dallas, Texas, and the Chris Cacciatorian Studios. I'm Mike Johnson.
I'm Kyle Getz. Until next week, be butch, be fabulous, be you.
See you next week.
See ya.